if you are still pricing your jewelry based on what you hope someone will pay, or you are uncertain of all of the things that you need to include in your jewelry pricing and you're struggling because you're feeling like your business isn't profitable, or you're not making enough money, or you're working harder and harder for a less reward, well, you might be making one of these three mistakes that I'm going to break down right here. And the one thing that I want to mention is that I get it, because jewelry is an emotional purchase and you're probably feeling really tied to what you price and the value of the piece that you are selling. But let me tell you, once you break through this barrier and you understand the right pricing principles for how jewelry is supposed to be priced, guess what? You will no longer be in a race for the bottom and you will always be on top. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the three most common mistakes that I see. Plus, I'm going to share with you a tool at the end that you can use and adopt right now. I'm going to do a quick demo of it so that you can get your pricing on track and understand how you should be pricing for your business model. Now, before we dive in, let me introduce myself. I'm Tracy Matthews. I'm the Chief Visionary Officer of Flourish and Thrive Academy. I wrote a best-selling book called The Desired Brand Effect: Stand Out in a Saturated Market with a Timeless Jewelry Brand. And I've been supporting and helping jewelry business owners for the last 14 years and helping them grow thriving, profitable businesses. And I know a thing or two about jewelry pricing, and I see these same mistakes all of the time. Now, before we move on, if you want more content like this that you're seeing here, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure that you click that little notification bell so that you're notified the next time we release a new video. So let's dive into these mistakes, shall we? Okay, mistake number one, you're selling direct to consumer at wholesale pricing. Now, most people don't even realize that they're doing this. You're not giving people a deal when you're underpricing your work. Guess what? You're just creating a race to the bottom for yourself. This is the thing that I think most people don't understand. They're not thinking through, okay, if I were going to sell this to a retail store, or if a wholesaler came to me to buy, or I wanted to be able to sell enough pieces to run a thriving business, what should that markup be that actually gets me paid properly? Well, guess what? Because you didn't learn, and because there's so much misinformation out there, you probably are just doubling your cost of materials and wondering why you aren't making any money. That is absolutely the wrong way to do it. In fact, I break this down specifically in my brand new jewelry pricing calculator bundle. I walk you through all the different pricing formulas and why you need to be thinking about wholesale pricing first and understanding actually how retailers price, even if you never plan to sell your jewelry to a store ever. This is very important because if you don't understand this concept, guess what? You're going to be stuck with low profit margins and have a hard time actually making money from your jewelry business. Now, mistake number two, you are charging based on what you want to make per hour. Now, I understand the identity behind this. And in fact, when I first started coaching on the jewelry business scene, a lot of other gurus out there were talking about like raising your pricing and based on what you wanted to make per hour. But the reason why this is so skewed is that if you ever needed to outsource your production or get support making your jewelry anytime, number one, your pricing is going to be totally off because you're pricing based on an arbitrary labor rate that does nothing to do with the related rate of what you should be charging based on the type of jewelry that you make. And number two, it's going to be hard to find someone that fits within that pricing range, or you're going to be overinflating your pricing. There's so many variables here when this happens. And so my suggestion is that you price for time based on the market rate for labor for that type of piece of jewelry. Once again, I go in depth in this on the understanding of why this is important in your jewelry business. But more importantly, if you don't understand what labor rates are, and you also are just charging a fee inside the price of your jewelry based on what you want to make per hour, you are always going to be stuck in a cycle of trading time for dollars. Because at a certain point, you only can make as much as your two hands can make. What I'd rather have you think about is how can I create more profit in my business so I can pay myself a salary? It's a very different mentality. Now, mistake number three, and this is a big one too, you aren't incorporating all of your costs into your markup. Now, you might be thinking of basic things like the cost of the materials to make the piece, but what about the materials that you can't use on the strand? Or what about the materials like you're offering free shipping? Is that being included? Are you including your packaging and a bunch of other things that need to be included in your pricing that aren't being included that actually chip away at your margins and make you feel like you're broke? And this is why I see so many struggling jewelry artists out there, because they're not thinking through all of these necessary pricing strategies. So if you're leaving out materials and you're actually not including them all into the pricing structure and marketing them up the right way, then guess what? Once again, you're going to really struggle. So if you are done guessing and you would like a strategy and a system to price your jewelry, plus an awesome calculator that's just going to do all the heavy lifting for you, then hang tight, because I want to share this with you. It is my brand new jewelry pricing calculator. I'm going to share my screen really quickly and show you how this works. Okay, you should be able to see this here. So when you download this calculator, I've priced this so affordably, you are going to get access to these different pricing formulas. Now, the jewelry industry, because there are so many different types of jewelry, require different pricing formulas depending on the type of jewelry that you design. And so I've broken this down because I've done it all. So you're going to see individual product pricing sheet here where you can adjust the markup and the margins. You're also going to see a pricing sheet for wholesale, a retail pricing sheet, and a custom and fine jewelry sheet. There is a huge philosophy behind each of these. The best part about this is you can download multiple copies. You can replicate it for your different collections. You can adjust the markup. And with each of these different pricing formulas also comes a pricing training. I talk a lot about how to price your jewelry for profitability and margin. So if you would like to download this calculator, depending on where you're watching this video, there should be information right below this video, or you can shoot me a DM on Instagram with the word calculator, and I'd be happy to send this along to you. I'm offering it to you today for just $37. It is such a great deal. And on top of that, you're going to get the bonus trainings and some additional trainings about perceived value. And my favorite asset that goes with this are our labor rates cheat sheet. So you know exactly what the market rate of labor is in your area where you live. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped. I would love for you to comment below this video to share with me your biggest takeaway. And I'd love to know what you found the most valuable. So thanks for watching this today, and I'll see you soon.